toxic chemicals found in extensions marketed for Black women. Here it is.
A style often deemed as protective for Black women is now under scrutiny as 2 new studies warn of health risks in hair extensions. On Tuesday, Consumer Reports revealing new findings that human, synthetic, and plant-based hair extensions from 30 brands have volatile organic compounds or heavy metals like lead.
Human hair, by far, had the most lead that we've ever seen in testing these products, orders of magnitude above synthetic hairs.
The study looked at 3 samples of each brand, and there were some exceptions. One product with no heavy metals, another with low heavy metals.
So that tells us that these manufacturers can make a safer product.
Nearly a year ago, we spoke with medical student Crystal Thomas, whose commentary on braiding hair led to Consumer Reports' first analysis.
I noticed my hair was itching and it was just difficult to breathe overall.
Now, research is expanding. The Silent Spring Institute, a scientific research nonprofit, testing 43 hair extension products.
We found chemicals in these products that are associated with cancer, reproductive harm, and also birth defects.
The hair containing 169 chemicals, including flame retardants and pesticides.
We found that all but 2 of the products that we looked at contained at least one of those hazard chemicals.
How exactly, though, are the chemicals entering the body? Because someone might say, well, it's on my head.
Right.
What's the big deal?
Yeah, and so what's really important to know is the scalp is, we call it well vascularized. It has lots of blood vessels, and so it can absorb whatever you put on it, whatever cream, whatever product you put on it. And so the scalp can easily absorb the chemicals that are in these braids.
This is a hell of a study, hell of an analysis, not theory, not conjecture, but fact based on the analysis of chemical construct. Now, remember, the extensions obviously are epidermal. They're on the outside of the skin. But the chemicals they're citing are transdermal. They're able to absorb through the skin tissue and into the blood. Put it up full mass. According to NBC News, the same chemicals found in pipes, pesticides, and floor tiles are also present in wigs, some wigs, braiding hair, and hair extensions. A new study published Wednesday in the journal Environment and Health, very credible academic journal. Researchers at the Silent Spring Institute, a scientific research nonprofit organization based in Massachusetts, tested 43 hair extension products purchased online and from local beauty supply stores. They identified 169 chemicals present overall, including dozens of harmful substances such as flame retardant, pesticides, and compounds used to stabilize plastics. A dozen of the compounds found are listed under California's Proposition 65. Proposition 65 is known as the Safe Drinking Water and Toxic Enforcement Act of 1986, which warns residents of chemicals known to cause birth defects, cancer, and reproductive issues. Additionally, 17 compounds that have been linked to breast cancer were found in 36 samples tested, the researchers said. In recent years, researchers across the country have been sounding the alarm over harmful hair products, many of which are used and marketed to Black women, used by Black women, marketed to Black women. Consumer Reports revealed last year that carcinogens were found in samples of 10 popular synthetic braiding hair brands. 9 of the 10 samples also tested positive for lead. Lead has not only physiological effects, but also mental effects based on brain chemistry. Chemical hair relaxers also pose a risk. The Black Women's Health Study, this was in 2023, found a 50% increased risk of uterine cancer in postmenopausal Black women who used chemical hair relaxers more than twice a year, or used the products for more than 5 years. That's compared to a cohort that rarely ever used relaxers. And a 2022 study from the National Environmental Health Sciences found that women who used hair straighteners more than 4 times per year had more than double the chance of developing uterine cancer than those who did not use the same product. Harsh chemicals found in synthetic braiding hair and other hair extensions can be absorbed through the scalp, causing irritation, causing burns, and redness. That's according to Dr. Chris Purnell, director of the NAACP Center for Health Equity. They can also be inhaled, particularly when heated during styling, and absorbed through the person's hands. For people who are concerned about their hair extensions, braiding hair, and wigs, Alicia Franklin, a research scientist at the Silent Spring Institute, said to look out for brands that label themselves as non-toxic or toxic-free. She also suggested for a possible at-home remedy that is commonly found in the kitchen cabinet, apple cider vinegar. Recommended apple cider vinegar. There's a doctor, a medical doctor. He is the medical director of the Atlanta Fibroid Center. His name is Dr. Lippman. Happens to be a white male. He's a white male who has a black female-centered practice, and he has been on Indisputable before. Sharon Reed interviewed him. He's a remarkable human being. I would not say so if he wasn't. But he was the first person years ago who proclaimed the connection between these hair products and fibroids in black women. Fibroids, okay? He said it. He didn't care what the establishment said about him saying it. He saw it in his practice. And he's willing to tell the truth about it. There are people out there speaking up and speaking out. We'll bring updates to this study as more information develops.